Welcome everybody. It's me, Emily, the fine art medium. I am a professional medium and I have the abilities of hearing, seeing, and feeling spirit. Now today's video I want to talk about an experience and a lesson that I've learned from this experience. So if you are a medium or psychic or someone in this field and you're trying to get a job within this field, this video is probably for you. Alright? Or if you're someone who's just curious on how it works, right? This video is for you. So, let me just start out with this. For the past few weeks, I thought, you know what? I really want to be a professional psychic advisor, okay? That's what I want to do as my main source of income. Right now, as I'm building my LLC, I can't quite, I don't have enough income from that to quit my daytime job and focus solely on that, right? So I'm trying to provide extra funding for my business. So I thought, you know what? I might as well try, becoming an official advisor for people, right? And, providing help that way. And it's going to help, build credibility and add padding to my resume, for this field. So I decided to start looking for those types of jobs. Now, I applied to probably, I want to say within this field, I think I only found 6 jobs. They're not easy to find. I'm not kidding. They're not easy to find. I applied to every single one that I could that was remote or within a 30-minute travel distance from my location. Because first of all, gas be expensive, but also I have to be able to work this job in addition to my regular 9-to-5 job. So I needed something that was very flexible. And so I applied to the 6 that I found, and I got interviews with I think 3 or 4 of them, right? I passed the interviews, no problem. I passed their screenings, I passed their, tests, because all of them wanted a reading out of the person they were interviewing, right? To make sure they were legit. I passed that fine. Not a problem with that. I've never had issues. And, the first one I got really nervous on, the first interview, because I never had to do a reading during an interview. I was like, damn. I had to do a quick on the spur. I wasn't ready at all. But I whipped my shit into shape and I was able to A+ that freaking reading, right? Got everything right, no problem. Same with the other ones, not a freaking problem. I mean, doing my YouTube lives and doing the readings on camera live has helped me significantly not only boost my skills, but boost my confidence and being able to relay answers quickly, right? So thank God I was doing that. But so I scored with one, and there was one I really wanted, and it's still in in queue, I guess. I'm waiting for them to get back to me because they're waiting for a spot to open up. And they're like, we can't let you go. We're going to work on scheduling you an interview within the next few weeks. Because they didn't want to give up. They're like, we don't want to let you pass through our fingers. We want to hold on to you because we're waiting for someone to dip. And we're going to, we want you. And I was like, okay, cool. So I still have one in the back burner waiting, right? And right now, so the one that took me right away, I've been working with, okay? And so let me just talk to you guys about this. So it's a psychic hotline, and I'm not going to give the companies at all, okay? It is a psychic hotline, the kind you call in and you ask the question and you pay by the minute kind, right? And they're paying 30 cents per talk minute, right? The way they kind of made it look on the ad, they made it you would get time through the entire time. You would get nonstop calls. when you first start out, well, at least with this company, that's not how it's going to be. If you're new, right, people are going to be less inclined to want to talk to you because you're new and, you know, they'd rather be with someone they know for a fact is legit, right? Which is understandable, okay? I get it. So, and the other thing with the company too is, now, this is just with this company. I don't know if it's with the rest. I was not allowed to use my real name or my stage name, the fine art medium. I was not allowed to use it. And their reasoning was because I have social media and I have a business through that name, and they didn't want me stealing their business, which is fine. I understand it. So I got to make up a cool name, which I will not be sharing, by the way. But anyway, because I don't want to cross, platforms and stuff. Especially because I have trolls on this channel that would probably, do anything to seek my downfall. So, anyway, we will not be disclosing that information. So, basically, I'm doing these phone calls. I get the phone calls, right? And, with this company, you can log in, right? And the only way you can log in is through the phones. You have to log in by calling a number and doing all this shit. Cool, whatever. But, so, when let's say you're logged in for 4 hours, if you only get 2 phone calls, and those phone calls only lasted 5 minutes, so 2 phone calls, 5 minutes, that's 10 minutes total, times 30 cents, that's what you earned, even though you were there for 4 hours or 5 hours, whatever, right? Sucks ass, not gonna lie. Okay? So when you get in with these companies, just pay attention, because that's just going to be how it is sometimes. Now, I'm not saying that's how it is for all of them, but that's how it is a lot of times with these companies. Now, the other thing is, my goal, as a person, as someone with psychic abilities and stuff, is to help people heal and to help people grow, right? And to protect. Those are my goals. That's it, right? Because I had faced a lot of shit that I do not want anybody else to have to deal with. Or if they are dealing with it, to provide them with the necessary tools to help themselves. Those are my goals right there, okay? Doing this work with a psychic hotline, you're going to find that you're only going to get like 3 questions. Love, money, career. That's about it. And you guys know me who follow me, especially those who follow me for a while, you know that I'm pretty much a no bullshit kind of person, right? So I'm going to tell you the truth. And anyone who follows my lives with the tarot sessions and stuff, I'm not going to bullshit you. What comes across, I'm going to tell you straight up how it is. Well, you can't be like that on these hotlines, especially with this place, right? Nope. And I noticed a pattern with the people that are calling. A lot of them are very low vibrational, energetically, right? So a lot of them are not in a great headspace. A lot of them have depression or just sad. They're in a bad place mentally. And so they call these hotlines for some kind of relief, right? Some people overdo it and they be calling constantly and it becomes an addiction. And this company is charging, and listen, I'm not here to judge a company on what they're charging their customers, okay? I'm not here to judge. That's them. That's on them and the customers. If they're willing to pay, then fuck it. Whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Ever. But this is, for me, I feel like the people that were calling, and I do these questions all the time on my lives. Not a problem. I don't mind doing that. But, here's the thing. When I answer questions, I have no problem if they're asking about themselves, right? Not an issue. I can usually, get an answer. However, the thing is, with the law of free will, you can't really be asking about other people. Like, it's not good. And for me, I personally do not like when people ask about other people without their permission. Okay? To me, that's a little sus. And a lot of the calls I was getting were about other people. Like, it will start off like, "Hey, I want to know what's going to happen between me and this person," right? Which I can look, and also future readings are like, you can get accurate future readings. It's possible, I've given some accurate ones. But the thing is, people can change their minds on a flip of a coin. So let's say you're like, okay, right now I like the color red. All right? I like the color red. Or whatever. And we're going to say, hey, the color red, what is in my future with this color red? Right? Well, if you're a fickle kind of person, and you don't have to be a fickle kind of person, or you just are someone who has a very, how do I word this without being an asshole? Whose mind is all over the place, right? And you're flipping from different color to different color, different color, different color. Well, it's kind of hard to set in stone what the future is, because it can change on a whim. Just like how your thoughts change, right? So it's hard to have something set in stone. But I can give a general reading or general energy for this point in time about something, right? Not an issue. But yeah, when you ask about another person without their permission, right? If you're like, how does this person feel about me? I can't answer that question without the other person's permission. And I won't do it. Like, I won't. And so I got some questions, and I'm just like, listen, I can answer your question about yourself, but I cannot answer it about the other person. All right? And well, that's very frowned upon when doing jobs like this, because they want you to keep the customer on as long as possible, and you got to make the customer happy. And it made me question, some of the morals of people giving the readings. Now, I'm not saying like they're bad people or anything, but noticing the pattern of phone calls that I'm getting, I know other psychics are getting the same questions. Like, they have to be. And while I don't know the psychics personally, it makes me wonder, right, how many of them are answering those questions. And maybe they are straight point on and they're exactly right. But to me, it's like, I don't think they should be answering those questions. Especially if they don't have the consent of the other person. But hey, that's just my opinion. But while I was doing this job, right, I also felt something while, going through the phone calls and stuff. This feeling of yuckiness, and it literally made me feel awful. Now, I'm very sentient, and I can feel the pain of other people. I can feel if you have a headache, I can feel you have a fucking headache. Like, I know if someone's got some illness stuff going on, I can feel it immediately, right? And that goes with emotions as well. So a lot of these people are very down in the dumps, which is why, they're calling these hotlines. And I get it. It's kind of like their therapy. But the thing with therapy is, usually therapy provides a solution and tools for a person to use to aid in their growth of whatever they're trying to achieve, right? So if someone has a codependency problem, the therapist is going to provide you tools to work on that to be better. Well, when you're on a psychic hotline and you're giving feedback to people, a lot of them want quick yes/no answers. And sometimes they want specific details. But when you try to provide certain things, like this one person, and I'm just giving this as an example, I felt her impatience and some other things, right? And I pointed it out. She immediately said I was wrong and hung up on me. She didn't want to listen, okay? Which, whatever. I mean, they're paying. If they don't want to pay, or they don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to hear that, and they just want someone to bullshit them. Well, I'm not the right person to come to, because I'm not going to bullshit you. Because my purpose is to provide growth and healing and protection. Okay? So I can't provide that with this job. And A, that leaves me feeling yucky because I can't do what I feel like I'm meant to do. 2, like, I don't want to aid in someone's addiction. So this job really questions and puts my morals to the test, and I refuse to, I'm not relinquishing my morals for this job. I won't do it, at all. And I know there are some people that have probably given me some bad ratings on the website. I don't know, though. I haven't looked recently, but the way I go about things is I'm very big on morals and free will, okay? So, also, if you are someone who is clairsentient and you pick up a lot of feelings and emotions and pains and stuff of people, is not the job for you. Because you're going to feel that, and it's going to make you feel like crap. Especially because, so like, some of these questions were heartbreaking, and I'm just like, how do I go about this in the most sensitive way that I can? Like, holy crap. Made me, oh my god, there was one person that almost made me cry. Like, oh my god. And, well, I can't be sitting on the phone crying because someone's emotions are, all over the place, and they're sad and stuff, and their questions, like, I don't know. But doing the hotline, I felt very yucky and stagnant. And Spirit, the reason Spirit had me do this was to learn that lesson. Was to learn this lesson and pretty much putting my morals to the test. And yeah, I'm not gonna drop my morals for this job. Not to mention the pay ain't that good. But I'm just kidding. Even if it were, if it were $100 an hour, I'm not gonna lie, my purpose is to provide growth, healing, and protection. No amount of money will make me change that. Would $100 an hour be, sound very, nice? Yeah, but, again, at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to live with myself. And doing this job, I can't live with myself if I have to lie, which I have not lied. I will not lie. And this company kind of wants you to smooth talk people to keep them online or on the phone. My goal too, here's the thing. I want people to be able to grow to the point where they don't need my help anymore. Right? The point of the hotline is to keep people coming back. Right? But with how I run things, I don't want people to come back. I want to give them the solution to their problem so they don't have to come back. Right? Doesn't that make sense? You want the person to get what they need, to get the tools that they need to help themselves so they don't have to come back. That's the whole point, right? I don't want people to suffer and then to have this addiction being like constantly going. Again, I was a psych minor and I studied human behavior as like a major. Like, I know how the minds of people work, and it's kind of like I can't fuel or feed into the behavior that creates an addiction. I can't do it. I can't do it. And that's why, like, them charging, I get it, but with what they charge, I feel personally is too much, but I cannot judge again. Like I said, it's a business. But with how I do my stuff, it's actually given me a nice foundation of how I want to Game of Thrones, how I want to run my business, right? So this is good, like a good lesson to see how things go with them. And it's helping me realize what I don't want to do with my own business. Because I think my prices are pretty fair for what I have to offer. And it's good to look to see, like, wow, this company's charging this for this. Wow. Like, in doing the job, I felt like I was taking advantage of people. Like, with knowing with what they're charging customers. That was another thing. Like, personally, and I'm not, trying to dish out anything negative to the company. Like, they're a company, they have a business to run. I can't say anything negative because, they do have loyal customers that come back and their customers love them. Like, I can't complain about it. It's just me doing the job and knowing what they're charging. Personally, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because to me, I feel like I'm taking advantage of someone's unhappiness. So that was a big ass lesson to learn. So yeah, I am going to be quitting. And the sad thing is, I was so excited to do this job. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to help so many people. But a lot of people want certain answers and answered a certain or specific way. And it's kind of like you got to tiptoe around them. And it's like, no, how is that helping somebody? That's not helping somebody. If anything, that's just kind of contributing to the problem. And I will not be doing that. So I gotta somehow type up an email saying I quit. But I want to give them a reason why. Because it wasn't that I couldn't provide readings, because I can provide readings fine. It's just this job doesn't really go well with my moral code or my moral standards, really. So, yeah, that is the main lesson that I have learned. And it's helping me create a foundation of how I want to structure my own business. And when I help clients, what I want to do. Because, like I said, I don't want to fuel an addiction type behavior or mentality. No. My main skills, right, are identifying hauntings, right, and helping people with attachments, negative energy, and whatnot. That is my profession and skill that I am best at and what I like to do the most, right? So I can't give haunting advice. And the thing is, too, with this company is they have a website. You can go through the advisors and whatnot. But I can't even write my own bio. Like, I can't even write my own information. They have to do it. They have all of the access to online stuff. I can't even access my own stuff. Isn't that fucked up? So I can't even be like, hey, like, I focus mainly on this. This is my specialty. Hauntings are my specialty. And discerning and, identifying the entity, right? I can't do that. They want love, money, and career, whatever it is. That's their main thing. That's their hook. Which is popular, I get it. I'm not judging the company whatsoever. Like, not at all. Like, I understand that's their business. But the way it kind of was advertised was different. Let me just say that. So, I'm a little frustrated. So I know when I'm working on my stuff that I will not falter from my specialty, and I will just keep going with it, right? So you guys, my specialty is hauntings. And also, with that said, I'm gonna give a break with the theme of my lives, of my live tarot sessions, right? I'm taking a break from the theme. I'm not stopping the lives. I'm gonna switch it up and do hauntings and stuff. So, from now on, my lives on Tuesday will be focusing on people and helping them with any hauntings or attachments or negative energy stuff, okay? Because I feel like I don't want to deviate from that. Like, I love doing my lives. Don't get me wrong. I love having a fun time with you guys. It's great. But I need to switch up from time to time the theme of stuff. So, love, money, career, we're going to put that in the back pocket for a bit and just go back to paranormal help, okay? And so, basically, I have to write an email to this person, the person in charge, being like, I quit, but like, give them why, and restructure some things within my live tarot sessions, because I'm gonna switch them up a bit. But so basically, if you're a psychic or a medium or psychic medium or someone sensitive and you're looking for a job in this field, depending on what your specialties are and what you focus on, this type of work, like the hotline thing, might not be for you. It's not for me. And I feel like, and my guides were like, I'm sorry, we had to do this. Like, you were so hell-bent on getting this job, but you needed to learn this lesson. Lesson learned. And they were saying, also, you were meant for the darker things, because a lot of mediums will not touch this subject because they're either scared or they're not meant to. They can't handle it. Like, they can't handle the darker stuff, which is, it is what it is. And to be honest, I myself got started because of hauntings, okay? This is how the entire channel got started in the first place. Is because I was going through a haunting myself, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And so I, would log in, give my experience of what happened that day, and, if someone else was going through the same thing, perfect. It kind of was building a community based off of that. It was to build the community to show that people that are experiencing these traumatic hauntings, you're not alone. That was the whole point. And it still is the point, too. That's why I have my Patreon and Discord server, right? So, it's to help people and to show people that they're not crazy, that what they're experiencing is legit and it is happening, right? But so, I need to get back on that work. And I'm working on this huge project, you guys. I don't know when it'll be done, but it requires a lot of artwork, let's just say that. And the whole purpose of it is to help identify hauntings and the causes, and while also providing a solution, right? Especially for those who may not be, and by no means am I any expert, okay? This field is something you're constantly learning in. Like, there's no end, right? You're constantly learning. It's just a field that I have experience in of like 3 years or so, right? And so the whole point is to help other people. Anyway. But yeah, this project is to help those who are not or do not have the experience of, myself, right? Or other mediums with, this type of experience. So if they're having like something going on and they're like, what the fuck? I'm scared, like what's going on? They can do the thing that I'm working on, right? And get some relief until they can find a better solution. It's kind of like, how do I describe it? It's like finding a quick band-aid until they can get the real help that they need, right? Or reassurance. Like if something's going on and they're like, what the fuck is that? Why did my cup just fall off the counter and shatter? Then you can, do the thing, get a quick answer. Oh, it's just a spirit passing through. Fine, cool. We're fine. Awesome. Or, things keep happening. Things keep moving around. I'm having nightmares, anxiety, like what the fuck? Boom. We have a negative entity. Okay. What does that mean? Like, what do I do? Okay, boom. Cleanse your space. Perfect. Cleanse yourself. Perfect. We have some, things that can help in the meantime, right? That's what I want to do. And for those who are interested, and I always, provide links in my description box below under my videos. I have links to my website if you need a session, right? My prices are fair, okay? I am not going to charge you $200 for a session. Nope. No. My goal is to give you answers and to give you help and tools, all right? And there's other parts. If you want something fun, I can do some, art shit, right? The fine art medium, I can automatic draw. I can see shit and I can draw it in a nice, Photoshop, illustration, whatever. I can do that. And I love doing that. But if you're someone like me who likes that kind of stuff, Psychic Hotline, not for you. I want to be able to be like, I want to have a storefront, or not necessarily a storefront, but somewhere where someone can walk in, schedule an appointment with me, boom, give you answers, boom, problem solved, right? Can't do that really with the Psychic Hotline, not with the questions that the people are asking, because they're going to come back. And I mean, again, that's the whole point of that type of business, which is fine, but it's not for me. And so, yes, I thought I would share the experience here, or the experiences with that type of work. So hopefully you guys, I don't know, I hope this helped you in some way, but if not, maybe you found some entertainment out of it, not sure. But regardless, thank you guys so much for your support and for watching my videos, and I hope you have a super special, awesome day. Peace out, Cub Scout, Girl Scout, Boy Scout. I love saying that for some reason. I don't know. It's fun.